The Bleach universe is filled with powerful soul reapers who wield deadly swords known as Zanpakuto. These mystical blades are much more than just weapons. They are extensions of their wielder's soul, capable of unleashing devastating attacks, manipulating reality, or even controlling time and space. Over the years, fans have seen some truly terrifying Zanpakuto in action, with abilities that can turn the tide of any battle. Here we dive deep into the 10 most dangerous Zanpakuto in the series, exploring their unique powers and why they rank among the deadliest weapons in Bleach. Starting off the list is Jin Ikamaru's Shinso, a Zanpakuto that exemplifies speed and lethality. As the former captain of Squad 3, Jin was known for his calm demeanor and deceptive nature, and his Zanpakuto reflected these traits. In its Shurikai form, Shinso can extend at blinding speeds, impaling opponents from great distances with surgical precision. It's not just the sheer speed that makes it dangerous, it's the stealth behind it. Many of Jin's enemies didn't even realize they were hit until it was too late. Jin's Bankai Kamishini no Yari takes the deadly potential of Shinso to the next level. Capable of extending and retracting at 500 times the speed of sound, it is a blade that strikes faster than the human eye can track. Even more terrifying is its secret ability. The blade can leave microscopic fragments inside its victim's body, which dissolve at Jin's command, killing them at the cellular level. Talk about a parting gift you don't want to receive. It's this deceptive lethality that makes Shinso one of the most dangerous Zanpakuto in the series, as it preys on the ignorance of its victim. Next up, we have Izuru Kira's Wabisuke, a Zanpakuto that proves looks can be deceiving. Wabisuke, wielded by Squad 3's Lieutenant Izuru Kira, may seem unassuming at first, but it is a weapon designed to bring opponents to their knees, literally. Kira's Zanpakuto doesn't rely on brute force or raw power. Instead, it employs a slow but inevitable method of incapacitation. With each strike, Wabisuke doubles the weight of anything it touches. The terrifying part? It doesn't stop until its victim is too weighed down to even stand. Once Kira's opponent collapses under the sheer weight, Wabisuke's unique blade shape, which curves into a square, aligns perfectly with their head, making it easy for Kira to deliver the final blow. This psychological warfare, watching one's body betray them as they lose the ability to even move, makes Wabisuke a terrifying weapon for those unfortunate enough to face it. Let's welcome Soi-Fon Suzumabachi, the ninja's dream weapon. In its Shurikai form, it transforms into a stinger-like gauntlet on her middle finger. This deadly accessory operates on a simple yet terrifying principle: 2 strikes and you're out. Literally. The Shurikai's ability, known as Naijiki Kisatsu, meaning death in 2 steps, marks its target with a butterfly symbol upon the first hit. If Soi-Fon strikes the same spot a second time, her opponent's body is destroyed instantly, as the venom spreads and consumes them. While Suzumabachi's Bankai, a massive missile, may seem more powerful on the surface, it is the simplicity and elegance of its Shurikai that makes it truly dangerous. When wielded by someone as fast and skilled as Soi-Fon, Suzumabachi turns its wielder into an unstoppable assassin, capable of ending fights with just 2 well-placed strikes. At number 7 is Kaiten Kayakatsu, owned by Shunsui Kayaraku. As one of the most complex and enigmatic Zanpakuto, Kaiten Kayakatsu belongs to the laid-back but immensely powerful Captain Shunsui Kayaraku. Kaiten Kayakatsu's Shurikai introduces a deadly twist to combat by forcing everyone in range to participate in children's games, but with lethal consequences. These games operate under strict rules, and failure to abide by them often results in death. Kaiten Kayakatsu's Bankai, Karamatsu Shinju, takes the danger to a new level. It creates an aura of despair that affects everyone, including Shuansue's allies. The Bankai operates in 4 stages, each more terrifying than the last. From sharing injuries to drowning in spiritual water, the final phase culminates in the opponent's head being severed by a thread that tightens until it explodes. The psychological torment and unpredictability make Kaiten Kayakatsu a weapon that even Shunsui hesitates to use, ensuring it ranks among the most dangerous. Coming in at number 6, I present to you Kenpachi Zaraki's Nozarashi. Kenpachi Zaraki's Nozarashi is the embodiment of raw, unbridled power. When unleashed, it transforms into a massive cleaver that can slice through, well, pretty much anything, including space itself. Few Zanpakuto embody raw destructive power like Nozarashi, the weapon of the battle-hungry Kenpachi Zaraki. After finally learning its name, Kenpachi unlocks Nozarashi's true potential, transforming his sword into a massive cleaver in Shirkai form. Nozarashi's Bankai, on the other hand, turns Kenpachi into an even more terrifying beast with enough strength to make the Hulk jealous. In this state, his power and cutting ability skyrocket, but at the cost of his sanity. He becomes a berserker, mindlessly tearing through anything in his path. The physical toll of this immense power is staggering, as even Kenpachi's body begins to break under the strain. But for those standing in his way, this is little consolation when faced with Nozarashi's overwhelming force.
Nome! Nozarashi!
At the middle of the list comes Byakuya Kuchiki's Senbonzakura. Senbonzakura, wielded by the ever-calm Byakuya Kuchiki, is both beautiful and deadly. When released into Shirkai, the blade breaks into thousands of tiny petal-like fragments that can tear through an opponent with ease. These fragments move at incredible speed, and Byakuya can control them with his mind, making it nearly impossible to dodge their attacks. Byakuya's mastery of Senbonzakura allows him to use his Zanpakuto in creative ways, such as forming protective barriers or launching devastating barrages. But it's in its Bankai form, Senbonzakura Kageyoshi, where the true terror lies. In this state, the number of petals multiplies exponentially, overwhelming opponents with sheer volume. Imagine trying to defend against countless invisible blades that can attack from any direction. Unless you've got the reflexes of a caffeinated hummingbird, you're in for a world of hurt. Byakuya can control these blades with his mind, but they move even faster when directed by hand. It's like conducting a symphony of destruction.
Bankai Senbonzakura Kageyoshi.
Next up is Kaname Tozen's Suzumushi. Suzumushi is a Zanpakuto that plays on the senses, wielded by the blind captain Kaname Tozen. Its Shirkai has two abilities. One uses sound to incapacitate opponents by overwhelming their hearing, while the other creates a vibrating force that rains down blades upon Tozen's enemies. Suzumushi's Bankai, Enmakurogi, takes things further by robbing opponents of all their senses except touch. Trapped in a dark dome where they can't see, hear, or even sense spiritual pressure, Tozen's enemies are left defenseless against his attacks. This sensory deprivation is what makes Suzumushi so dangerous. It leaves its victims disoriented and helpless.
Bankai Suzumushi Tsuishiki Enmakurogi.
なんだこれは。何も見えねえ。何も聞こえねえ。
Shinji Hirako's Sakanade comes next. Sakanade, the Zanpakuto of Shinji Hirako, doesn't deal damage directly but instead manipulates perception, making it one of the most disorienting and dangerous weapons. Its Shirkai generates a pink mist that inverts the senses of anyone caught in it, making left seem right, up seem down, and turning every action into confusion. But Sakanade's Bankai, Sakashima Yakushima Happo Fusuguri, it inverts the perception of friend and foe, causing allies to attack each other thinking they're fighting enemies. This ability is so dangerous it's banned within the Seirei. When your own weapon is considered too risky to use at home, you know it's in a league of its own. Sosuke Aizen's Kyoka Suigetsu takes the second position. Sosuke Aizen's Kyoka Suigetsu is the stuff of nightmares for any opponent. Its power lies not in brute force, but in its ability to create perfect illusions by controlling all five senses. Once you've seen its release, you're susceptible to its effects forever. The true terror of Kyoka Suigetsu is its subtlety. You could be fighting an illusion without even realizing it, attacking thin air while Aizen stands behind you. It can make enemies appear as allies, or vice versa. Even knowing you're under its influence doesn't help. The illusion is flawless, allowing Aizen to manipulate entire battlefields effortlessly. It's no surprise that Aizen was able to defeat multiple captains without ever revealing his Bankai. In a world where perception is reality, Kyoka Suigetsu is the ultimate reality warper.
波動の90黒棺
Topping our list is Genryu Yamamoto's Ryujin Jaka, the oldest and most powerful fire-type Zanpakuto in existence. Its Shurikai alone can incinerate anything it touches, turning the battlefield into a sea of flames. But it's Ryujin Jaka's Bankai, Zanka no Tachi, that truly earns it the top spot. It concentrates all of its power into the blade's tip, capable of erasing anything from existence with a single touch. As if that wasn't enough, it can also summon an undead army and create a heat shield with temperatures reaching 15 million degrees. That's hotter than the surface of the sun, folks. When fully unleashed, this Bankai has the potential to destroy the entire Soul Society. Talk about going out with a bang.
お主の血肉も剣も魂も髄から粉々に打ち砕くためや。挽回残火の太刀。必殺か。名刀。
In the end, Bleach's Zanpakuto represent more than just weapons. They're a testament to the series' incredible imagination and depth. Each blade is a unique reflection of its wielder's soul, with powers that range from mind-bending to reality-shattering. From Jin's lightning-fast Shinso to Yamamoto's apocalyptic Ryujin Jaka, these spiritual swords have left an indelible mark on the world of anime and manga. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update from 7-Star Anime. Catch you in the next video.